I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to yet another player review. I'm going to try and keep this sort of structure for the foreseeable, if I can, with Team of the Season. We'll do 3 reviews a day. I apologise if that's too many for some. Feel free to unsubscribe. But when it comes to Team of the Season, it's just a case of there's so many cards coming out. You kind of have to just dive in and try and review as many as possible. So Grimaldo on the chopping block next. 89 rated, although he's a 90 rated points per position left back. 3-star skills, 2-star weak foot, high, medium work rates. And I suppose normally, you'd mention those, oh, I wish this was higher, blah, 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 and then you'd go onto the in-game stats and say, this in-game stat is too low, that is too low, this needs improving. However, with this card, I feel like all the in-game stats are actually where they need to be, and I'm happy to have them there. So, 94 acceleration, 91 sprint speed, fine, bang on, not a problem. He's 5'7" as well, with 93 agility, 95 balance, 91 reactions and ball control, 93 dribbling. He's going to feel super, super fast, super agile. Just a really nice card to fit the game. I'm trying to avoid the word meta because, unfortunately, I don't think he is, and I'll touch upon that going forward. But really good shot power, long shots for a fullback if you get that far forward, 85 for both. Good attack positioning, really, 80. I mean, it's not amazing. It's not. I wouldn't even go as far as saying good, but for a fullback, I think that's okay. 89 short passing, very good free kicks, very good crossing, 92 crossing, decent long passing, okay curve. Unfortunately, the vision is only 74. That's not ideal. We've already touched upon the dribbling, really good across the board. The defensive stats, which is obviously quite important to a defender. 90 slide tackle, 89 stand tackle, 85 defensive awareness. Not great heading, only 74, but I mean, he is only 5'7", so what do you expect? He does only have 76 jumping as well. And then, of course, 92 interceptions with 99 stamina and some decent aggression in there as well. So what's bad about this card? Well, and why is it not meta? Because you've just said he's got 93 agility, great pace, good reactions, and he's 5'7". Surely he's going to feel meta. Well, I take meta to mean that it's sort of perfect for the game, right? So yeah, okay, he's going to feel really good on the ball. He's going to be really agile. His jockey when defending is going to be fantastic. However, because he has a 2-star weak foot and he doesn't have a high defensive work rate, maybe even doesn't have 4-star skills, you could argue, that to me means that he's not meta, because meta is essentially that he fits the game perfectly, right? But he doesn't, because he's only got a 2-star weak foot. So that's why I've said that he's not. And that's for, I would imagine, only 2% of the people who actually care about that sort of tag, if you will. But that being said, it's very rare that I'll look at a card and look at the in-game stats and think that everything is in and around spot on where it should be, and I'm not bothered that, you know, this is a little bit too low or whatever. I think the stats are actually very, very good. The 2 quote-unquote stats, if you will, they're more sort of in the info panel than they are in the in-game stats that are going to go against him is the 2-star weak foot and the medium defensive work rate. Now, that might not bother some people, but for me, it was a problem. The team I've got him in is quite a good one. PK's off chem, but apart from that, everyone else is, well, David Villa's off chem as well, but unless you've got that flashback Iniesta, which I think I had and must have given up in an SBC because I completed it. Unless it's on another account and I didn't do it twice. I'm pretty sure I had it on this account though. Either way, I didn't have it, couldn't give David Villa the chem, and he's off chem. Not that it made a blind bit of difference because I absolutely breezed past nearly every single opponent that I played with this team. It was a very, very good team. Big fan of it. PK played particularly well, but Grimaldo in particular, I was impressed. He loved to get forward. He was very good at doing so as well. His passing, his dribbling. The vision was a little bit off. I did have a backbone chem style on him, which boosted the vision by 5, but the whole point of it was that I could hit the the strength up a little bit. We could get that jumping up, not that we really needed to, but the defensive stats basically all go to 99, or at least mid-90s. The short passing goes to 99. Didn't feel the need to boost the dribbling. Some of the teams are coming up against here. I mean, you've got, icons out the wazoo, some really high-rated cards, but he was equal to everything. He was more than capable of beating people on the turn, on the run, playing the ball into him, sort of coming onto it. His pace took him far forward, and look at this for a touch inside. Great pass into Upamecano, and then it comes back to him here, and he's able to just keep running. He's got 99 stamina, which means he's just not going to run out of energy no matter how much you hammer him down that left-hand side. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say unfortunately he doesn't have 4-star skills, therefore crap card. But what I'm going to say is if he had 4-star skills, we could have a little bit more fun with him. He moves into the position there that he essentially doesn't need to be in, right? So he's obviously come in from that left back into the centre back position because Upamecano, I think, was too slow in recovering, or PK was too slow in recovering, one of them, and he filled in the gap there at centre back, did very, very well. But he will massively help out when it comes to defending, but also attacking. And that's kind of where the lack of defensive work rate comes in, and that is a little bit irritating. So that was his last action in the game. Did very well, plays a good ball out here as well. Very good pass, boosting that vision up to 79 might just have helped, and we can break from there. But the medium defensive work rate for me was probably the biggest issue. It was more of an issue than the weak foot, more than the fact that he was 5'7" with only 80 strength with a chem style, more than the 79 vision, and more than the fact that I had to play PK off chem and the league situation. The defensive work rate was very irritating. I have my fullbacks on overlapping, and they tend to join the attack in that, like I'm not telling them to join the attack, but they do, and especially if he's got a high attacking work rate and he's on overlap, he is going to get forward as much as possible, which is good because that's what I want, right? The unfortunate thing about that is that he won't bust a gut to get back, and that is a little irritating to me because you can't tell them to get back while defending, because obviously the defenders, they're going to do that, but he just doesn't bust a gut to get back. And I'm not going to turn off the overlap because I need my fullback to overlap. I use them. Maybe I don't pass to them that often, but I use them as decoys. I send them around the outside. That'll draw one of my opponent's defenders out wide to try and block the run or the potential pass, and then I dart inside with my cam or one of my strikers because there's a gap there, Like in this situation in the screen that you're seeing now, unfortunately, he has not busted a gut to get back, and fortunately, my opponent wasn't quite savvy to the fact that there was a gap there and he could have ran straight through. He came back, and I got fortunate. But there was definitely a gap there left by Grimaldo because he just didn't have the desire to get back, having just gone on the attack. So that, for me personally, was the biggest thing. However, if you tell your fullbacks to stay back while attacking and you don't have them on overlap, guess what? It won't matter to you at all because he won't have that desire to get forward because team instructions, 9 times out of 10 at least, will override individual work rates. So there you go. Not a problem if you stay back while attacking. Bit of a pain in the backside if you are on that overlap grind like myself. Now, apart from that, though, and the weak foot, obviously, which we've touched upon, there is absolutely nothing else wrong with this card. Yeah, okay, the strength, a little bit on the low side, but with the chem style, fixed, not a problem. The vision, is that really a problem for a left back? Probably not. I mean, you saw the pass right at the end there, picked out an unreal pass from deep in his own half to sort of break out from the back, and all of a sudden, 2 passes, Grimaldo from the midfield to the striker, and boom, we are through down that right-hand side. Unfortunately, it didn't result in a goal, but we were in on an attack. I think I got a corner out of it. This card is very, very good. And what's more, and I'm recording this before 6 PM content, by the way, because I've heard rumours that we are going to get a guaranteed community team of the season SBC, he is worth about 50,000 coins. In fact, on Xbox, he's 45k. That is a very good price tag. He excels at everything. Pace, defending, his stamina is incredible, dribbling across the board. He feels so fluid on the ball. If you gave him 4-star, 4-star, or gave him I don't know, 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills, high work rates, we'd be talking about one of my favourite left backs in the game. We're not talking that. We're talking a very good left back that if I had Spanish players to play him in, I would be using him very, very regularly. For 50,000 coins, this guy is an absolute bargain. If you can fit him in your team, do not hesitate. Go get him, put him in there. Let me know what you think of him in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed the review, hit that like button, subscribe to the Chavenue, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.